Our world is full of wonders, but it's also full of mysteries. Even with all our technology, satellites, and science, there are still creatures on this planet that we can't fully explain. From strange deep-sea monsters caught on camera to ancient beings that shouldn't exist, to animals so bizarre they seem to come from another world. The natural world is still hiding secrets that challenge everything we think we know about life on Earth. Some of these creatures have been documented by scientists, but remain unexplained. Others have been spotted by explorers and locals, yet their existence continues to blur the line between myth and reality. So, tonight, let us dive deep into the unknown and explore 5 mysterious creatures that scientists still can't explain. Number 1. The Globsters. The ocean's undead giants. It always begins the same way. A strange mass washes ashore on a quiet beach. It's pale, slimy, and enormous, with no bones, no head, and no clear shape. It smells of decay, and yet it looks like no whale or shark anyone has ever seen. These strange oceanic remains are known as Globsters, and for decades, they've puzzled scientists, sailors, and beachgoers alike. The first reported Globster appeared in 1896 on a Florida beach, a massive creature that locals thought was the remains of a giant octopus. Over the years, more have been discovered in Tasmania, Chile, Bermuda, and the Philippines. Some measured over 20 feet long and weighed several tons. For years, scientists tried to identify them. Were they new species of whales, giant squid, unknown sea monsters? Under microscopes, the tissues didn't match anything known. Eventually, DNA testing revealed that many Globsters are decomposed whale carcasses, where the blubber and muscle fibers break down into strange shapes. But here's the twist. Not all of them match. Some Globsters found in remote regions have DNA sequences that don't correspond to any known species, even among whales. Others contain strange collagen structures that no known sea creature has. So while some Globsters may be decomposed whales, others could be something entirely new. Reminders that the ocean still keeps its darkest secrets well hidden. Number 2. The Mongolian Death Worm, the killer of the sands. In the heart of the Gobi Desert, where the wind howls and the sand burns under the sun, locals whisper about a terrifying creature. A creature that kills with a single touch. They call it the Mongolian Death Worm. Descriptions vary, but most say it's a thick, red worm, about 2 to 3 feet long, with no visible eyes or mouth. It hides beneath the sand, emerging only during rare rainstorms. According to local legends, it can spit acid, electrocute its prey, and kill instantly upon contact. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, and yet stories about it have persisted for generations. Even scientists and explorers have gone in search of the creature. In the 1920s, paleontologist Roy Chapman Andrews led an expedition through the Gobi Desert and documented numerous eyewitness accounts. Though he never found one himself, modern expeditions, equipped with drones and ground sensors, have searched for the death worm as recently as the 2000s. They found no physical evidence, no bones, no tracks, no remains. But locals remain convinced it's real. Some scientists believe the stories may have originated from sightings of legless lizards or sand boas, both common in the region. Others have argued that the number of consistent eyewitness reports over centuries suggests something still undiscovered lurks beneath the sands. Whether real or myth, the Mongolian death worm remains one of the most enduring mysteries in zoology. A creature that might just prove that even deserts can hide monsters. Number 3. The Japanese sea dragon, the Zuyo-maru monster. Japan's oceans are filled with legends, from ghost ships to sea serpents. But one of the strangest stories involves a creature known as the Nihon Ryer, or the Japanese sea dragon. In 1977, a Japanese fishing vessel named the Zuyo-maru made a discovery that shocked the world. Off the coast of New Zealand, fishermen hauled up a massive, decaying carcass from the deep. It was over 30 feet long, with long fins, a small head, and a long neck. It looked nothing like a whale or shark. The crew took photographs and samples before throwing it back into the sea due to the smell. But the images they captured ignited a media firestorm. Some believed it was the body of a plesiosaur, a prehistoric marine reptile thought to have gone extinct 65 million years ago. Newspapers around the world printed headlines like "Prehistoric Monster Caught." Of course, scientists were skeptical. Further analysis of the tissue samples suggested the creature was actually a decomposed basking shark, whose head and fins had decayed in a way that made it look reptilian. But that's where it gets interesting. The skeletal proportions and body structure in the photos don't perfectly match any known shark species. Even decades later, researchers who re-examined the data found inconsistencies. Could it have been an unknown species? Something between a shark and an ancient marine reptile? No one knows for sure. The only proof that remains are a few grainy photographs and the legends that still circulate among Japanese fishermen. To this day, some marine biologists quietly admit that the ocean is vast enough to hide even something that big. Number 4. The Batu Cave Creature, the humanoid of the deep. Just outside Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, you'll find the amazing Batu Caves. Tourists visit daily to see the temples built inside, but what most don't know is that locals speak of something else that lives in the deeper, unexplored tunnels. Something that shouldn't exist. Stories began in the early 1990s, when cavers and researchers reported strange, shrieking sounds and foul smells coming from uncharted sections of the cave. One team claimed they saw a humanoid figure, pale and hairless, with long limbs and large black eyes crawling along the walls like an insect. At first, it sounded like local folklore, but then a few blurry photos and videos surfaced online in the 2000s showing a white figure moving quickly in the darkness. Skeptics called it a hoax or a trick of the light, but the reports didn't stop. Some zoologists suggested it could be a rare species of bat or primate adapted to total darkness. Others proposed it might be a genetically mutated human or an unknown mammal, hidden away in the cave's depths. Expeditions have attempted to explore the deeper chambers, but conditions are dangerous. Narrow passages, toxic air, and the constant risk of collapse. No one has ever found physical evidence. Still, every few years, a new report surfaces, a strange shadow on a camera, or a shriek echoing through the tunnels late at night. The Batu Cave Creature is one of Southeast Asia's creepiest mysteries. Number 5. The Bloop, the deep sea's unseen giant. Our final mystery isn't something we can see, it's something we can hear. In 1997, researchers from the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration recorded a sound unlike anything ever heard before. It was picked up by underwater microphones thousands of miles apart. A loud, low-frequency rumble, rising and falling in pitch. It was so powerful that it could be heard over 3,000 miles away. They named it the Bloop. At first, scientists thought it might be the sound of an earthquake or an icequake, but the audio pattern didn't match. It had the distinct signature of a biological creature, but much louder than any known animal on Earth. To produce a sound that powerful, the creature would have to be several times larger than a blue whale, which is already the largest known animal ever to exist. For years, the mystery grew. Was it a new species of giant sea creature hidden in the depths of the Pacific? Some even linked it to the location of H.P. Lovecraft's fictional city of R'lyeh, where the monster Cthulhu was said to sleep, adding an eerie coincidence to the mix. Eventually, NOAA released an official statement suggesting the sound likely came from icebergs breaking and cracking in Antarctica. But not everyone is convinced. Even today, deep-sea hydrophones continue to pick up strange, unexplained noises that don't fit any natural pattern we know. And as we've explored less than 20% of our oceans, it's entirely possible that something enormous and alive still moves down there, making its presence known only through sound. From mysterious carcasses washed up on beaches, to desert creatures that strike with lightning, to sounds from the depths of the ocean, these mysteries remind us of one simple truth. We don't know everything. Science has explained so much, but the world is still full of shadows. Places we haven't explored, creatures we haven't discovered, and sounds we can't identify. Maybe that's what makes our planet so fascinating. It is not just what we understand that matters, it is the mysteries that keep us curious, because for every discovery, there's always another question waiting in the dark. So the next time you stare into the ocean, or walk through the forest at night, Remember, there are still creatures out there that defy logic, escape science, and remind us that we're not done exploring yet. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, which of these mysterious creatures do you think is real? Because somewhere out there, one of them might still be waiting to be found.